What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a very special From Screen to Shelf review. Today, I am super excited about what I have. This is something whenever it was announced, I didn't think I was actually awake. I thought I was dreaming. I didn't think that this would actually come out. I didn't think that this would happen. But here I am holding it, of all things to come out in 4K. We got the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. After seeing it, I'm extremely excited and extremely happy that we did get it. But at the very same time, it still feels like a fever dream that I have this in my hand versus things that still don't have a 4K release. It is pretty wild to me. So I'll do what I normally do. I'll give you my thoughts of the movie. I'll showcase the Steelbook while I do that. I'll go over the special features. I'll go over the technical specifications, everything like that. And we will go from there. So here's the J card on the back of it. It comes off very nice. It has a nice little piece of glue right here as well. So very easy to take off and not have any worry. And let me show you the shots. This is an absolutely special movie to me, just an absolute gem from its time. And I adore and love everything about it. And you just genuinely cannot go wrong with this in any way, shape, or form. It's for all ages, whether you're 30, 40, 20, 10, 5 years old. Everybody's going to have a hoot and holler with this movie. Everybody will. It's just so fun. Everything about it. It's, how do you say this? It's very, it's timeless. It has humor for all ages, and it has a story that doesn't age at all. It is completely timeless. This is one of the greatest animated movies of all time in my department. I know that might come as a shock to some, but I think it's extremely well made. Like I said, it's timeless across the board. And it just is absolutely a gem of its time. And like, seriously, look at that steelbook. Like, wow, that just looks so nice. That just looks so incredible. So I did want to go ahead and talk about the special features. I usually like to cover those first, go over that, and then really go from there. So this one actually had some pretty lengthy ones. Most of these average between about 14 to 20 plus minutes or so. So I'm really satisfied with the special features that we got. But the special features that we got is the absorbing tale behind the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, 20-minute animatic featuring the voice of creator Steven Hillenburg, Case of the SpongeBob featurette, Saving the Surf featurette, Inside the Pineapple, The Making of the Flaming Lips, SpongeBob and Patrick Confront the Psychic Wall of Energy music video, The Flaming Lips, SpongeBob and Patrick Confront the Psychic Wall of Energy music video, Submarine teaser trailer. So I watched all of those, extremely happy with all of that. No audio commentaries, which is kind of different. I get it's a kids movie, so don't know what we really expected, or a family movie for a more broader term. But extremely happy with everything else that we got. So it does have Dolby Vision. It does have base HDR10 as well. It does have a DTS HD master audio in 5.1. I didn't look to see if that was on the previous pressing for the Blu-ray, so I don't know if that's new or anything like that, but it sounded really good. Now, this isn't something that's going to give your whole sound setup. It doesn't need Atmos. It probably sound cool with the glugs of water and stuff, but it's just absolutely not necessary in any way, shape, or form. So I was really happy, especially if you've seen the movie, the very ending music that happens and a couple of musical scenes that they have, just chef's kiss. It's just great. Now it is a BD66, and the Blu-ray that's incorporated is a BD50. All of the extras are on the Blu-ray. There's none on the 4K whatsoever. Pretty much just straight up plays at that point. So it's a really good disc. Now, let's talk about the 4K itself. So it does state that it is a native 4K for what it is. Now, I kind of wanted to bring up some things because in the server, I was talking to some people, and some people had seen like either a stream or some people had seen the disc, and some people are kind of saying in the reviews that I'm reading, some people are saying that they look a little bit oversaturated, like Patrick looks a little too pink, and SpongeBob looks a little like orangish yellow. I guess the thing I also like to kind of say is, like, most people that were growing up with this, and whenever you watch this, it wasn't necessarily in the best format that's available now. And the thing is like, if you've seen newer episodes of SpongeBob, they're a lot brighter, like they actually get to put the colors in that they want versus like the lower budget earlier seasons, even the rather mid to low budget SpongeBob movie. They were very gray, very pastel, very chalky, I guess you could say. Patrick is a very, very, very like coral pink, like very, very pastel, and SpongeBob is just a very, very, very bland yellow. So everything's a lot brighter. Larry the Lobster looks red. Plankton looks like seaweed green. Um, Mr. Krabs looks super red. His eyes look really eerily green to a degree. So for some people, the transfer might not be what you necessarily want. Now, I was happy with it, but I'm also separating my expectations. I don't want to sit here and say this isn't how it's supposed to look. If it was that jarring of a difference, I don't think it would have been put out, but we have it now. So that's more or less really, really what I'm trying to, how do you say this? Really, really kind of present it at all angles for the 4K transfer that it's itself. It's a very fun ride, and especially for the Steelbook alone, it's worth the price. I can't say that enough. Everything about the transfer, everything about the sound quality, everything about the special features that you get, especially if you're a very big SpongeBob fan, or even if you may not even be a SpongeBob fan. Maybe this is a part of your childhood. Maybe this is a part of your teenage years. Maybe you were a dad growing up with a kid going to see this in the movies, and maybe you're checking out this review because you want to see if maybe the movie holds up, if this, that, or the third. I say check marks across the board. It's not a perfect release, but I'm still happy that something that I never thought would get a 4K got a 4K. And I think HDR personally gives it a very nice facelift. Overall, for the 4K transfer itself, I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. I think that's a really good and fair score for this. It blew me away in some other areas, and it was pretty much exactly what I kind of anticipated. You know, a nice fresh coat of paint that made the movie look more modern than it does from the product of its time almost 20 years ago. So I'm really happy with that. Special features, 10 out of 10. They have one on there on one of the ones I listed where it essentially goes through the whole storyboard because they didn't write a script. They just did a pure storyboard. And so whenever they showed the storyboard, it has them like voice acting over it. So it's just super cool for some reason. Again, sound quality, it's not necessarily a reference track or something that you're going to be super eager to throw in just for audio if you've got a nice home setup. It's what you expect. It's going to be an animated movie that has decent sound quality and it's probably not going to wow you. And it might give some parts of your sound setup a workout, but not to the fullest degree. Overall, I'll give the entire package because the Steelbook here is one of my favorite Steelbooks that's probably came out this year, if not my favorite one. There's a lot of really nice premiums and a lot of nice Lionsgate releases that have come out this year, but that Steelbook just tops it. It's just so classic. It's so minimalistic at the same time. Like it's just SpongeBob, but it just works in every single way that it should. And I'm just over the moon that we have it. So yeah, I think about a solid, I'd say 8.5 to 9 out of 10 for the entire package. Special features are phenomenal. The packaging is great. I think it's well worth its price, especially I'm going to watch this multiple times. I love this movie. I adore it. So sound off in the comments below. If you managed to get the SpongeBob movie, let me know what your thoughts are. Did you find the colors too bright? Do you think it looked good? Do you like the fresh coat of paint? Let me know down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more From Screen to Shelf content. Until next time, everybody, I shall see you later.